what's going on everyone? Supreme Kami here. So I am going to be doing the battle circuit over here. This is going to be the 9th battle circuit, and it's going to be the advanced physical Grand Prix over here. So any of your physical like output damage, like your melee, shot, all those going to be counted towards it. Just make sure they are physical and not beam. And then we're just gonna quickly do the first 5 laps, and then the attribute we want to be using is gonna be P type, as they said over here, the validate attribute over here. So you guys have done from like the very beginning, like battle circuit from like lap 1 to 8, or no, yeah, first battle circuit to the 8th battle circuit. This should be a piece of cake for you all. And then as for like really new player, it's gonna be a little bit more challenging because like we do have 20 laps, and then if all laps combine, you're gonna need about 180 parts, but that's just the bare minimum. And then obviously they have to be a little bit like upgraded. Should be kind of good. Like your standard pool parts and your event parts should carry you throughout the battle circuit, which I will be doing that because most of the battle circuit are geared towards like kind of free to play friendly, just not using a lot of SoCal parts, you know. I kind of stopped using SoCal part in my battle circuit just to make it a little bit more realistic kind of taste. You know, if you guys are new players, just try to clear at least like 1 or 2, because we're gonna quickly take a look at that ward over here. What you're basically getting out of the battle circuit is you want to get like the alternation tool over here. You get 3 from just clearing the first 3 stages, and then if you are able to complete up to the 5th lap over here, you are gonna get about 9, which is pretty good. You should be able to do about 2 alternation at that time. Well, you need 1 more. You need 10 to do 2. But otherwise, like, you don't really have to force yourself to do this battle circuit because it takes time to like build up teams. Like I didn't come here like all the way up here without like upgrade a lot of parts throughout the way. So I'm basically reusing any of the parts that I have used like previously, so that's why I'm able to use what I'm using right now. But you know, occasionally they do like to throw in some tricky parts, like you have support type over here, which I don't have a lot of those 2-star parts, like the Jagans, I think, host that supporting type, war type. But anyways, let's jump in the first lap over here. So keep in mind that all the laps are the same, like lap 1 to 10 and then 11 to 20. Those are the same lap like conditions, so keep in mind that you want to have 2 of the same setup, so you will be able to run through this smoothly. So the very first one is going to be at the advanced physical mode over here, so only the physical damage is going to get 150% up. Other than that, no additional effects. So here's the team I went with. This is just a really basic setup over here. All these parts, like I said, are either from their standard pools. You have the 3-star standard pool and then the 4-star standard pool, so that's where I got most of the parts from. And other than that, I think some of them are like the events, like this one, the Forcia leg over here. This is currently, we have this in the arena exchange shop. I highly recommend people to get this one because this one holds a pretty good EX skill over here, so I'll highly suggest people to grab just a few. Probably throughout the way I'll probably grab a few more, just because this one also has supporting type, so you can run that on the 5th lap or so. Setup, I do have high firepower active, so we can quickly take a look at the word tag as well, and then we shall proceed from here. Alright, so we're gonna quickly take out the blue destiny over here. This guy isn't really annoying because he'll shoot like a chest missile, and then if you get hit by that, you are kinda done. So we are gonna actually back up all the way. Just watch out for this guy missile too. He'll shoot. Yep, that missile over here is kind of an annoyance as well. Okay. Oh, this one is the Jester. So I think Jester also have supporting type element as well. So unfortunately, those are all 2-star parts which I don't actually have. So that's gonna be really bad. Watch out for Exit doing that edge. Like he can throw that. Yeah, he's gonna throw that sword, and you don't want that to happen. Do this. Let's do this. And then finish it off with this. Alright, and this is how you can take down the first lap. Lap 2 is gonna be a for urban area word tag mode over here. So as always, if you have that word tag activated, you're gonna get a parameter up by 150%. So if you How you know if your parameter is up? You see on my parameter over here is in that blue text over there. That's how you know it's active. For this build, I went for a shot build over here. Quite noticeable part you want to be using is probably going to be the Pale Rider. Pale Rider does actually have for urban areas, so the leg in the backpack is going to be a pretty good choice. We also do have some other older like event parts like the Power Gym Cardigan. That one's going to be a pretty good choice to use because I'm using power attribute. Also like the portrait is really good for supporting elements as well. Other than that, we have the Argega over here just for another one of those EX skill here. This is Shield Missile coming in at B power, which is going to be pretty powerful at the end of the day. And then this is the shield from the red frame over here. So pretty nice little setup over here. Not too high of a shot as head, but we should be able to manage it. So let's hop in out and see what we can do. Alright, so we're gonna take out this guy first again, just because we don't want to deal with that chest missile. Gonna do this. Alright. Ooh, that's a no. Gonna go on defense, so just in case he shoot that. Alright. Just gonna take care of this like so. I think. Let's actually use this. I should have done that like from the very beginning. Like, what am I doing? I think we should still be fine. We should be still in good time actually. It is. Just gonna wait for the EX to come. XCA doesn't actually shoot anything, so you can just back up and just dodge this attack, no problem. Just make sure you have some boost though, and then just dodge those his EX skill attack, and you should be good to go. Yeah, this like obviously you can have like a higher, like more better parts than what I'm using over here, but this is gonna be a pretty good setup over here nonetheless. This actually back up. Ooh. Come on, almost there. Back up. Nice. And this is how you can take down lap 2. So lap 3 is gonna be a skill hack mode over here. So other damage that is being, if you want to do your physical shot or like your physical melee, not your X skill won't do a lot of damage in this mode over here. So what kind of setup are we gonna do? We are gonna use some buffers over here. So I'm gonna quickly go over the buffer. We have the Austria head over here. This is gonna give me the combat stand. Gonna raise my melee attack up by 39%. This, keep in mind, this is I believe a warfare part back in the day. Up next we have the Psycho Jammer over here from the Arisen. Is this Zulu? This is also another warfare event part back in the day. Psycho Jammer is, if you guys did actually watch the Unicorn, like the actual Unicorn Gundam series, you will know that Angelo used this guy, or used this EX skill to kind of lock Unicorn into place to cancel, like just basically lock him and freeze him. So we're gonna use this just to trap XT at the end, so we can just get a free hit on him. And then other than that, we have the Rose Gundam. We're gonna take advantage of this hyper mode over here. It's gonna give me another 16% of shot at a melee attack, which should be sufficient, I would say. My melee attack is looking at only 9k up, so this is pretty good already. Keep in mind that you want to be using like whip category weapon over here, so you can get like a bigger range, like a bigger area of a swing, instead of just using like your other kind of melee weapon. So let's hop in out and see what we can do. Alright, so our goal is trying to get that what is it, Psycho Jammer up, so we're gonna have to stall a little bit of time if possible. Just kind of weep in and out, like in between these infrastructure over here, so we don't want to get hit anytime soon. I think we'll just take him out right now actually. Dodge that, nice. Let's do this. Activate the hyper mode just before I get right into the next phase. The hyper jammer is a little bit more tricky to use, so we'll see how if I can get it right here. Okay, so we're gonna quickly just melee him down, and there. This is how you can do it. And this is lap 3 over here. left board is going to be a advanced range mode over here, so you want to be using your shot damage over here, and then you should be good to go. My setup over here is another one of those budget setup over here. We have the EX skill from this one. The rocket launchers, I believe, is from the Amazing Red War. And then you have the Canfa over here for the leg EX skill over there. And then as for the arm, we have the Power Gem Cardigan again. All these parts are like easy to obtain, like 2 welfare events and then 1 from the 3-star, just that standard pool, so it should be easy to obtain. My word tag over here, I have 5 firepower just to give me a little bit more of a buff, so this should be a pretty good setup. Just rolling in with 9,500 shot attack over here, so let's hop in out and see what we can do. Alright, so we're gonna use this over here. Yeah, that's a pretty decent chunk of damage. Nice. Alright, just gonna quickly take out this guy over here. Bam. Alright, now we have to deal with Ixia. Those grunts are easy to take down, but Ixia on the other hand is probably not. Okay, well that was pretty good damage actually. Wow. Now we have to wait for the other EX to come back. It should be easy. Do have a pretty good whoa control. What? Oh my, I was stuck. Let's do this. Back up. Do this. Nice. And this is how you can take down lab 4. So lab 5 will be the last lab I'm doing, and then lab 5 is a supporting type word tag over here. So this is probably one of the more nasty lab, I would say, like the condition, because for support type there's not a lot of good option to be using. So I did end up having to cheat a little bit using like a 6-star big 1-to-1 your skill alternation arm over here. I think there's, if you guys did alternate or have any other like standard port at 6-star, you can obviously use that, but I am going to be using this one. So word tag wise, let's see, before sortie, all these parts over here are actually easy to obtain, right? This pilot over here, this is, I believe this is a 3-star pilot. There are a lot of numerous support type pilots, so don't worry about that. You should be good to go with that one. That is if you guys have keep them throughout the way, right? And then the Forcia, what is it, backpack over here. So these two, the Forcia leg, I did point up another one. This one actually have it at level 10 because the enemy is gonna be getting a little bit harder. So those two from the shop, you guys can pick that up right now. The Stargazer is like from a warfare event like way back, so probably this is not a lot of people who have it. So another better solution is if you guys did summon along the way and then you guys have Jagan and Jesta. Those two are actually support type. They do have support type word tags, so that's a good to go. I don't have it because I saw a lot of those 2-star part already, so that's unfortunate on my end. I subscribed that for a gun tank, which you can pick that up at the shop, Capital Exchange. So my melee attack is going to be looking at a crazy number at 24k over here. This is because I kind of bumped it a little bit. So let's hop in now and see what we can do. Alright, so with my melee attack, we can just rush in. Let's do this actually. That did a lot of damage. Alright, rush in. Good, really good damage. I am using another whip weapon, so this is gonna be pretty useful. Alright, now we have to deal with Ixia. Just for fun, I'm just gonna activate the funnel. Whoops, he wasn't even there. Oh my god. Let's use this first. Get some melee damage up. And use this. Nice. And this is how you can take down lap 5. So that was a combination of lap 1 to 5. So I will come back with lap 6 and 10 in the next video, obviously. That will probably be either tomorrow or the day after. Do you need to go back to the drawing board to see what kind of other parts I can use? If you guys do have any question about any of these labs, do let me know down in the comment section, and then I'll catch you guys on the next one.